everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, this is Monday morning with Merle and Patti.
It's Monday morning on some coasts. Yes. Tag. Okay. Sorry, we're tagging. Facebook changes every single time we learn something. They change it. Have you ever had that problem? Anyway, other than our own personal problems with technology, every Monday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time, Merle Singer, the relationship miracle worker, and I, Patti Negri, your local everyday witch and psychic, talk about relationships and all things relationships. This being the season when the veil is thinnest between the worlds, I thought I would talk about something and get her opinion from her miracle worker point of view that's not talked about much: ghost sex. Yes, it's a real thing. It's actually called spectrophilia. What that means is human ghost relations. Many of you are tuning in, and many of you on that are tuning out, I'm sure. But it's actually something that's been in culture forever and ever. It's written in every belief system, every religion, every culture. And it usually gets the bad rap of things like the incubus and the succubus and the demon who comes in. But for every negative experience, actually there is some beautiful and positive experiences of deceased loved ones who come in for, a last cuddle and hug, or somebody getting somebody into their sensuality and things. And since, ghosts are a pretty taboo subject for a lot, and sex is definitively a taboo subject here in America for some reason, we thought we'd bring it in now when the veil between the worlds is the thinnest, as it is at Halloween or Samhain on the pagan calendar, which is what Halloween really is. It's the New Year's when we actually honor our dead or have sex with them. Not usually though. What do you think about this whole subject, Merle, to get started?
Well, I thought it was masturbation. I didn't think it was ghost sex.
Well, actually, one of the meanings of spectrophilia is kind of self-pleasure in front of a mirror. So I guess that would be masturbation.
Oh,
but see, you are wiser than you know.
I have no
But
idea.
in reality, though, there really is the real experience of it. I'm considered an international expert because there's only 2 people in the world who know about it. So you rise to the top really quickly. I've done a film on it called Ghostly Lovers, a documentary for the Travel Channel. I just shot a TV show for Paris, their PBS. And why I really want to talk about it is not for the sensationalism of it, though that's fun. It's really because so many people do experience, and they're frightened, or they're scared, or they feel bad about themselves, or more often than not, they think they've gone insane, and you haven't. And you haven't.
I agree on all of those things. I think people have sensations and feelings. I think however you deal with people that have left you in this physical world, and the comfort that you get, and however you get it, and it all works. You're not crazy. Any way that you can accommodate yourself to dealing with what has hurt you and how you can move on is awesome. And so it's not my exact experience, but I'm open.
Yeah, well, people seem to really like it. For one, I guess because you can go through the skin literally and figuratively. Now, skeptics will say it is sleep paralysis, which sleep paralysis is a real medical condition. That doesn't account for the sexual arousal or the penetration or the marks on the skin and things. And again, there is a bad side of it. Just like human sex, there's consensual and not consensual. Do not allow the non-consensual. There's good and there's not good. Do not allow the not good. So my biggest thing is, if something comes in or you invite something in, be very careful. And if it's bad, make it leave. We have the power over the other realm. Just say, in the name of whatever you believe in, get out. You are not welcome here. Even without sex. Right now, when the veil is thin, there's lots of paranormal. I've been working like 20 hours a day. Stuff going on because the veil is thin. Hauntings going on, seances, people talking to their loved ones, which is the time to do it. But if something comes in that's not negative, we have the power. So no, just get out. But if it feels good, you don't have to feel shameful or that it's bad. or that you think you've lost your mind. Because you haven't.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have, but that's not saying it's not real.
Yeah, I think the way you accommodate yourself doesn't make you crazy.
Yeah.
And if you don't hurt anybody else, you're in good shape.
Yeah. I've worked with so many people, again, now because most people don't have somebody to talk to. And again, how to give them the ways to when it's unwanted, when it's and again, to accept it or get the best out of it. Now, I don't think it is a good long-term relationship. Talk about geographically undesirable. Yeah, I mean, you can't bring them home to mom. They can't take you out to dinner. You don't even live on the same planet. But it's the good I've seen with it is experience is that it's a nice transition. Again, a final goodbye to your deceased loved one. Or several people I've worked with, maybe they've lost their sense of sensuality, sexuality. They haven't dated in a long time. They're not feeling good about their physical self, and they're almost afraid of intimacy. This seems to be like a gentle way for spirit, good, loving spirit, to come in and kind of ease you into it for a pleasurable experience and to reawaken your own sensuality. Again, and then I suggest moving on to men. There's a woman in England right now who's given up men. She's trying to have a ghost baby. That, I think, is crazy. I don't know, but I don't...
And you don't have to move on to men, by the way.
Or women, or
right.
anything, or nothing, but don't say there.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because again, you don't want it to use it to avoid coming back to human relations of any sort of relations. Even if it's not a sexual relationship, if it's a best buddy. I have spirits I talk to every day. I have one that lives in my house. But I'm not going to give up my human relationships for that, because it's, again, another realm.
Right. So are there any questions?
Have any of you, Lisa's laughing. I love you, Lisa. Hi. Have you any of you willing to admit that you've had experience, a good one or a not good one, or have known anybody who has? It's so far below the normal level of things. It gets kind of hidden, but it's out there.
I think it's all about transition. It's all about finding the situation you're in and how to move forward, to move on. Anything that helps you with that works.
Exactly.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. We love you too.
Hi, Sandy.
So anyway, since the veil, again, besides getting off the sex subject, right now is the time to honor your dead. The reason kids dress up for Halloween is because the veil is thin. And in old England, in the old country, they would put on the mask to scare away any negative spirits that came in. They would put jack-o'-lanterns in the front of their house to, again, scare away negative spirits. Their jack-o'-lanterns were turnips, which is really funny. We've moved it on to pumpkins in this country. They would carve turnips. But we have more pumpkins than turnips, and I guess they carve better. So ghosts have been normal with me. Cool. Normal can mean a lot of things, Sandra, but that's good. So again, take the time to... just like Dia de los Muertos, it's the same thing, honoring the dead. So many cultures around the world. So in between all the trick-or-treating, all the dress-up holiday parties, maybe light a candle for your deceased ancestors and loved ones.
And give them a hug.
Yeah, a big hug. Or a sexy hug, depending on who they were.
I think we've done it.
I think we've said it all.
Yes. Oh, but we haven't said...
No, we haven't said something very important. Because we always forget to introduce ourselves, so say where you can find us. And
we have a workshop coming up for people that are, this would be women, single, successful, and seeking. If you're hitting your 30s, your 40s, maybe hitting close to 50,
or 60.
And you're having a good time, but you'd like to share it now.
Yeah.
So we're having a series of 3 workshops that will move you forward to that. And It's on my page. It's on your page.
It's on my page, and
Check
I've got a
it
blast
out.
going out today. Anybody on my newsletter, it's going out
Yes.
this morning, or it did already. It's in Los Angeles, for those of you who don't know who we are.
Yes.
So, and it's one thing that, so at this point it's just live and in Los Angeles. So either come visit us on Sundays, or else one day we might have it online too.
Yes.
We're thinking about that.
Yes.
But again, one thing about being in LA, an urban city, so many women, this is a city where you're working on your career. You know, you're working on your career. And then just like Merle said, you find yourself at a certain age, and by successful, we don't mean you have to be the president of a company or anything like that, but you are fulfilled in who you are, and you've been working on yourself, and you want to add.
Right. You have come to that point where you have a sense of comfort in yourself and who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's,
yeah, mostly. If there's a little uncomfort, you're human.
well, that kind of goes with the
Yeah, and we're going to work on that. We're going to do her beautiful wisdom of 50 years married, my wisdom from the other side. We're going to do ritual. We're going to talk. We might have some guest speakers. It's going to be intimate right here in this beautiful living room in the Hollywood Hills. And if you have questions, call her, call me, email her, email me, and we'd love to have you.
Yes, and Patti will do a free reading.
Yes, I will have a free session for anyone who, when you sign up.
Yeah, so sign up.
So follow us. I'm Patti Negri, pattinegri.com, Patti Negri on Facebook, but you can't friend me there. I'm full up. You can follow me there, and you could like me at Patti Negri Psychic Medium, also Instagram, also Twitter, and my website, pattinegri.com, where it all comes together. And Merle?
I am Merle M. Singer. I have Cracking the Relationship Code. Please, I know it looks backwards, but it looks right to me. And I'm at relationshipmiracleworker.com. I'm sorry you don't live closer. Florida is a tough commute. We'll end up with something online, actually, Nancy. But right now, this is in person. And for those that are local to us, please take the opportunity. I'm on relationshipmiracleworker.com, Facebook Live. You can friend me. You can like me. You can
I like it.
Just call me late for dinner. I'm on Twitter, Merle M. Singer, and what's the other one? Oh, I'm on LinkedIn. Ta-da.
I am too, but I never look at it. I'm sorry. All those people are sending me happy work anniversary. I don't even know what that means. And yes, Nancy, also, we may take it on the road.
She said.
Yes. My phone is telling us it's time to go, but we may take it on the road. We both were in Dallas, Texas, doing a 3-day seminar just less than a month ago.
Also online.
And online. And online. So thank you for joining us. Have a beautiful Halloween, a beautiful Samhain. Celebrate your dead. And if you have ghost sex, I hope it's really good.
Enjoy. And wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second.
The co-host. This is her dog in a Halloween costume as a cat.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, watch Ghost Adventures Wednesday night, this Halloween night. It's live this year. As I leave here, I'm jumping on a plane to go to Las Vegas. For those of you who like that scary sort of thing, it's going to be shot live, 4 hours live. It's 8 to midnight on the East Coast. In LA, it's going live 5 to 9 and then repeated 9 to 1.
What channel?
On the Travel Channel.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what's in store. Zach might open the Dybbuk box, which is the world's most haunted item, this Jewish wine cabinet. So we'll all find out together at the exact same real time.
Dybbuk means devil.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It's the devil box. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah. It's really scary. And anybody I know who's visited his museum lately say it's vibrating. It's doing all sorts of crazy things. So,
ooh.
Happy Halloween.
Bye,
and buy her book. It's really good.
Yes.
Bye.